Coming to PS3 consoles near you. Be able to play 2v2 online multiplayer, but now 1v1 for some fucking reason. Get spammed by Yusuke Urameshi himself. Also get spammed by a pink-haired faggot who spams the rocks, and that's the only reason people use him. Can't forget the Prince of All Saiyans himself, Vegetable. Don't forget Krusty Komei, who people only use to spam. Coincidence? I think not. Did I mention Vegeta's OP? And in a world where the god of all ninjas is hopeless against the ramen guy. Did I mention Vegeta? Can't forget the victory burst. You're hitting your opponent, they go into the victory burst, and it's like you never hit them. This is
Jstars victory versus.
So what is going on, guys? All that I just said is pretty much cut all of what I wanted to say in this commentary about the half, so luckily I did that. So pretty much this is going to be a Jstars discussion video. Pretty much I'm going to start off with the bad things. So yeah, in these matches I'll either be playing with a random, one of my friends Sonic, or you'll see me play with Freaksa, I believe in 2 matches. And on both occasions, I believe I was using Hiei and he was using Naruto. Yeah, you guys probably heard of Freaksa. He's, I guess you could say, pretty big in the Naruto community, up with like scans, trailers, and sometimes gameplays and such. So you guys, if you're subbed to me, you probably already subbed to him. So I mean, I could just say go check out his channel, but you probably already subbed to him. But you know, I talked to him on a few occasions. Pretty cool dude. But we did some nice teamwork. This is like one of his first times actually playing the game, and I had like 2 more weeks of experience. I was handling the real player, while he handled the computer, which fighting the computer isn't bad. It's always fun. The computers do put up a fight sometimes. So while he was doing that, handling his thing, I was taking care of the player. We do some pretty cool combination attacks every now and then. So yeah, but the game's been out for I guess about close to 3 months now, if not over 3 months, and this commentary / discussion / review kind of thing is kind of overdue. But I guess I have enough knowledge of the game at this point to know the bad stuff and the good stuff, at least majority of it, I guess, that I guess other people are also thinking. So when I first got the game, I played the game for like a whole week straight. It was hella fun. For the second week, I still play it. At this point, I don't play it maybe not every day, and if I do, I probably just play like 1 match. It's not because I don't like the game. It's not like Naruto, where I won't touch Naruto just because of how rank is in Naruto. I just don't want to touch it, and even in player match it sucks. But in Jstars, rank is terrible, but player match is not nearly as bad as it is in Naruto. At least in my opinion, it's not nearly as bad. You find more legit people in player match, even though and rank is mainly where the tars were going. I don't really know how rank is these days because I don't really play it, but hey, you know. So like I said in that little intro there, the online feature, there's no 1v1 for some reason. I don't know why they didn't include that. You have characters like Yusuke, who you literally, if they're gonna run the whole game, like they'll just run the whole game and they'll make you chase them. I don't see the fun in that. So you're just gonna run the whole game and shoot the spirit gun. I was happy when I heard Yusuke was gonna be in the game. He's like one of my favorite anime characters. I'm like, yes, he's gonna be in the game. Come to find out, everyone wants to use him to run away and shoot the spirit gun. But honestly, you're not gonna see that, you know, like every game. It's just like in Naruto Storm 3, you're not gonna see a cheap character every game. But it's very annoying and it's not too uncommon. And honestly, if you don't get help from your teammate, like the only trait to getting to a Yusuke who's gonna spam and run the whole game, from what I've seen, is for either he's just a complete idiot, or you have to attack him while he's aiming for your teammate or distracted. So that's the only way that I've seen. And then you have characters like the Psyche dude who could just spam his rocks, and I'm sure if you're playing someone who's really good with them, they're pretty much untouchable from what I've seen. I played a dude who was kept on making those floating testicles come up and rise, and I couldn't do anything to him, so it was pretty brutal. And you also have the infinite combos, which I don't like. The infinite combos, I would have liked if each combo has the ability to be extended. And I know the creators probably don't intend for stuff like this to happen, but you know, people play the game and they learn what works and what works the best. So when it comes to infinite combos, you have some which are deadly, like Toriko's. Like seriously, if you get caught in Toriko's infinite combo, you might as well just put your controller down, go on for some like a big review like for Neverworld's channel, go to his Naruto in reviews, go in the comment section, say how much Toriko sucks, come back to the TV, see that Toriko is still doing his infinite combo on you, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and then see that he's finally done with his infinite combo, and then you can play. It's pretty brutal. They also have Luffy. I like Luffy as a character, but you can abuse him real bad, real bad. He's pretty easy to use, but especially his infinite combo is so easy, and only way for you to get out of it is if you get lucky enough to be able to teleport out of it. So I would have appreciated more of all infinite combos don't do too much damage. They have like an ending point, and I don't do infinite combos. I'll end it at a certain point, you know, just to make it, you know, a fight. Actually, a fight, not just, you know, like a you know, it's not a beat up game. It's a fighting game. So, you know, I want to have you know, some competition when I'm fighting. I don't just want to use one infinite combo or OP moves like people out there. So yeah, people just don't, you know, usually play for fun. They just use cheap tactics, but not necessarily infinite combo is a cheap tactic. But like I said, I'll end it at a certain point. Rank matches aren't really set up too correctly. Like, you could go up like level G, level gangsta, versus like an A1, which is, I guess, pretty high. I'm a C3, and I haven't really played rank that much, so not recently, that is. So it's pretty broken how low levels can just go up against high levels like that. High ranks never want to play with the low ranks. The white man trying to keep the black man down. I don't know that. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, and so yeah, the ranking system is kind of lame. It's not really much of a motivation. It's not titles like there is in Storm 3, like 7 Ninja Mist Swordsmen or whatever they're called. Or maybe there is, maybe I can't tell because it's on Japanese. I don't know. I'll just make up my own stuff like real nigga status, Super Saiyan nigga 3. Just make up my own titles for every time I rank up. And people will use the same characters over and over, but that's generally in ranked. And coming from that, there's pretty much characters which are just pretty much non-relevant. You know, you have characters like the octopus dude. He's like the first character in the selection list, and you pretty much never see people use him. Only time you see someone use him is to spam. That's the only time you see someone use him. Same thing with people like Krusty Kame, as Forever World will call him. I like that name, Krusty Kame. He looks crusty to me. The only time you actually see people use them is to spam. That's the only time ever. You never see people use them to actually use them, you know, actually use combos. Yeah, I probably face like 1 to 2 people who have actually used them to use combos, and just characters where it's non-relevant, and you usually see the same characters over and over. It's cool to, you know, to branch out your characters, but it's fine. Like, you know, I probably only know like half of the animes in the game, so, you know, I'm probably not gonna use all those animes, but some of the characters from seeing them in the game is maybe want to go check out their series, like Beelzebub. I saw the baby, I saw the dude, and then I think I saw some comments on the series. I'm like, all right, I'll read it, and I ended up loving the series. So it was a nice series, and I'm gonna be watching JoJo's Fag Adventure. Sorry for all you fans out there of that series. Those dudes pose pretty gay, and and then when that dude does his old be like, I have a bead. Some shit like that. I'm gonna be checking out that series because I hear it's pretty nice from what I've heard. So I gotta watch that anime probably over this summer. Tomorrow's my last day of school, Wednesday the 4th. So I also wish each anime had 4 characters for, like, in the game. Each anime had 4 characters each. So if when you're playing with 3 other friends who are in your lobby, you could, if you guys want to do a theme such as Yu Yu Hakusho, you could each have that theme. You know, you could each have individual characters from that series, but the way it is now, there's only 3 Yu Yu Hakusho characters: Yusuke, Hiei, and Toguro. So someone would have to use the same character as someone else. The only series that I know which has 4 is One Piece. That's the only one I think that has 4 characters in the whole game which are playable as main characters. And I guess the reason for that is because, like, One Piece is like the biggest series in Japan. Honestly, I don't know why it is. Don't get me wrong, I caught up on One Piece. I took the time to actually catch up on One Piece. I read the whole manga from like almost from start to finish, and it took me like, I guess maybe like a month. I don't know. I don't just, you know, read it straight, but, you know, and it was nice. But honestly, the pacing is so slow, and I can't really see why it's the biggest. Maybe I'll have to check out and do some research, maybe why it is the biggest, because I don't really understand it fully, in my opinion. And you also have the supports which do too much damage, man. They do way too much damage. Like, once you get hit by Vegeta's big bang, you just be sitting there like, bruh. Like, seriously. I remember one time I was playing with a dude, and this is talking about how OP Vegeta is. I was playing with a dude, and Sasuke Susanoo is pretty overpowered as well. His Susanoo, his ultimate arrow, which he does during his Susanoo, is pretty much undodgeable. You can't outrun it while you're on the ground. Only way to avoid it is if you're somehow in the air, or maybe Aizen's or shield or something. I never, you know, haven't tested out all the varieties or circumstances which can work. But from what I've seen, if you're on the ground, you can't outrun it. If you're in the air, there's a slight possibility you could get out of the blast radius, but it's pretty hard. So like I say, he's pretty OP, and you can't hurt him barely while he's in his suit. So the only thing I've seen that could hurt him is maybe like a Kamehameha and probably such as beams and such. But that's the only thing I've seen, and I was kind of disappointed that when before the game came out, I was imagining cool stuff happening, like there's two characters each doing their ultimate on each other, battling each other out, and you can't do ultimates at the same time. Like two teams can't do ultimates because only one team can have a victory burst at the same time. So that was kind of disappointing, but I guess it's for balance. I guess it's all for the best. The game still is pretty fun. It just kind of took away a bit of my imagination, I suppose. Gosh, fucking neighbors, almost got a bit racist there. I'm not gonna say it though. So yeah, like I was saying, I was playing with my teammate, and I was going up against Sasuke and Vegeta. So Sasuke's Amaterasu is unblockable and it's stunzy for a bit. So we started. They used their Amaterasu. Then, as you know, Vegeta used his Big Bang, and it took away like half of our life. And how was that even fair? That is so OP. And ever since then, I just gradually stopped playing ranked, and I barely even play ranked. And if I'm playing player matches, someone decides to join my lobby with that bullshit, they get the yeet and they get out of there. They get kicked. So I mean, that's kind of disrespectful in my opinion. If you're hosting a lobby, someone joins your lobby spamming, I'm like, what kind of mindset do you have to do that? That's just so gay in my opinion. I mean, if you put out that, then that's you're filming. But it's whatever. And then it's all because you could be using Vegeta, your teammate could be using Vegeta, and your support could be Vegeta, and you could all use a Big Bang and just pretty much destroy your teammates. 2 Big Bangs, I'm pretty sure, take out your whole life bar, or at least close. You have like maybe like 10% left, but I'm pretty sure it takes out half, and then you have that extra support. So like I said, supports are kind of OP. I don't think they should do as much damage as the normal characters do, or at least not ones that have such strong moves such as Big Bang from Vegeta. Just be dubbed down a bit. But maybe characters that don't do too much damage, they could just be left alone. Maybe like I don't know, maybe like Ichigo's is it Getsuga Tensho when he does those, when he swings his sword and the black stuff come out. I'm not caught up on Bleach, but I don't think that move does too much damage, at least not in his hollow form. So I think that would be pretty fair, just leave it how it is. But the ones that are that strong, those should have been nerfed, which I don't think we're gonna get any patches of any sort, because people don't voice their opinion that much. But what are you gonna do? And you guys probably heard me say in the beginning, but there's no way to permanently kick someone. If someone were to join in your lobby and you want to invite someone, let's say they're a random and you want to invite one of your friends, and you decide to kick the random, no harsh feelings, you just gotta kick them. It is what it is. And they decide to repeatedly rejoin you continuously, one after another, after you keep kicking them, and your friend ends up not being able to join because the random keeps on joining. After you kick someone, there should be a 30-second to 45-second delay to when they can join again. Because if you're kicking someone, there's obviously a reason to why you're kicking them, and the people should know that. But if they're leaving, if they leave on their own choice, then they should be able to join whenever they want. But if you're kicking them, then there should be a delay, because obviously there's most likely a reason you don't want them in there, and then your friends could be able to join, but you have faggots who just continue to rejoin. Like if I'm in a lobby, a random lobby, dude kicks me, it is what it is. Host my own lobby or join someone else. It is what it is. There's plenty of other lobbies. And then you have the victory burst, which is sometimes good and sometimes bad. It will help you at times, and then at times it'll just screw you over. You could be pummeling someone, just beating them up completely, and next thing you know, him and his teammate will do the victory burst / V-burst, and then they could just spam R3 and then go straight into their ultimate, and then you're pretty much screwed. But sometimes you could do it and it'll help you. Pretty much that's how it always goes, pretty much. So honestly, you just gotta when there's the warning sign, you just gotta run when you see they're about to get their guard is filled for the victory burst. Just try to avoid any close contact, just try to avoid a lot of combat, and try to always have your guard up, be able to run away. That's what I do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the bad stuff, and I'll get to the good stuff.